Story 1. Any chance there's anyone out there who could help save my wedding? So, getting married in Tampa in 3 weeks. We had booked a big mansion for the wedding, with the idea of having the ceremony and reception there. That way, anyone who wanted to stay over could crash on the floor or whatever. The property owner emailed me today, talking about a lawsuit and code enforcement. Long story short, his email was only 3 lines. We lost the venue. I don't know what I'm going to do about him. But for now, I am trying to find somewhere to have the ceremony. Problem is that June is a fairly popular time for weddings, so almost every venue is booked. Another issue is that since this was going to be at a private residence, we have already bought about $1,500 in liquor, and most wedding places won't let you bring and serve your own. So my fiance is freaking out. Trying to calm her down has actually had an overwhelming calming effect on me, and we don't have anywhere for the ceremony reception anymore. We can't change the date without fucking over a bunch of friends and family who have already bought plane tickets. And there is the honeymoon too. Can't reschedule that with work. The caterers, wedding cake, DJ, and bartenders are all flexible as far as changing the venue. And so is the efficient my brother. This is her hopefully only wedding, and I have an understandable desire to make everything perfect. I feel like I am failing miserably at the moment. Does anyone know of a good venue that is somewhat unique and interesting that would be available? June 11th, that meets the requirements above too long. Didn't read, can I have my wedding at your house? We will clean up after ourselves. Edit, we are both atheists, and while this may sound snobbish or elitist or whatever, we find the idea of getting married in a church rather unappealing. I know, beggars can't be choosers, but I'm not at the end of my rope. Just quite yet. Edit 2. Should have mentioned this in the original post, but we were expecting about 150 people. Edit 3. Thanks so much, everyone, for all the kind words and support and some amazing ideas. I am leaving my work now and driving to the hotel. It's about an hour, and then I am going to go through all these suggestions and figure this out. I am much more optimistic about this than I was 2 hours ago. My best man called me to tell me he saw this on the front page. I promised to post how it went too. Story 2. Am I the asshole for not wanting to help? Pay for my friend's wedding. I have a close friend from college who's getting married, and she's been asking for my help to contribute to her wedding. I think it's sweet that she's thinking of me, but I don't think it's a good idea for me to help out financially. My friend and I have been close for a few years now, and I'm happy for her. She is struggling financially, and they have asked that instead of wedding gifts, people can donate to parts of their wedding ceremony. There's a registry and everything like table flowers and stuff. I know she's trying to save as much money as possible for certain reasons unrelated to the wedding, but I just don't think it's right for me to be helping her out with the costs at this time. I'm a recent doctorate candidate soon, am currently writing a memoir, and I don't know when I will have time to get a job. Anything I give is just that much less time I can live on my own, even if I could afford it. I don't think it's fair that I should have to help out when I know her fiancé already has a job and could definitely get another, and some of his friends seem well off. I tried to explain my financial situation to my friend, but she's still asking for help, even a little. She suggested that I could contribute a much smaller amount than others, but I still don't think it's a good idea. I told her that if I was in a better financial situation, I would be more than happy to help out, but right now it just isn't possible. My friend got really mad at me and said that I was selfish and that she expected more from me. Our group of friends all pledged to help pay for each other's weddings back in college, and she says that since she helped pay for my wedding $550, that I should help her out even if it's just $20. She is also threatening to tell our group of friends just because all of them contributed to my wedding, but she completely ignores the fact that my marriage didn't last even 1 year. I don't want to lose her friendship, and I really don't want her to tell our friends my financial situation is private. More importantly, I also don't want to be taken advantage of. Am I the asshole for not wanting to help pay for her wedding edit? Okay, after seeing all the reactions and misunderstandings here, I talked with a couple other friends in our group and showed them the post. They sent me some money, $100, to give to our friend for her wedding. I'm going to offer $5 at first and see if that is enough. Couple other points. My friend's fiance agreed to purchase my ticket to fly, so giving up that money and not going is not an option. My friend did also give me a wedding gift, which I returned. I do not have the money for a wedding gift, but I believe being there for her on her big day is a present itself. Everyone laughs when I say my presence is present enough, so I don't think it's as negative as others see it. I have not been accepted into a school, yet I am starting to apply for PhD programs. I'm writing a memoir as a tribute and gift back for my experiences in doing it now to prepare to become a doctor. Edit 2. To clarify, I understood the $100 is to be used for all friend weddings in our group, not just the one. Now I am not just pocketing the money. I am saving it for when others get married, and that means I have to try to ration it out, for lack of a better word. Note, there are only 3 people left in the group who are unmarried: my friend, one other person, and myself. Edit. 3. A lot of people are asking about my memoir. I won't be sharing details here, so as to not take it off topic. Anyone can DM me for more info, though. Story 3. How did you save for your wedding? My boyfriend and I have agreed. We'd like to get married in spring 2026, if all goes according to plan. No official proposal yet, but since we are so big on future planning, I know it's coming at some point this year. We've been talking a lot about budgeting and saving for the big day, and it's seriously stressing us both out. We live in a very expensive area, and I definitely want a nice wedding, but I'm already starting to feel like I'm going to have to compromise on some things, even considering cutting the potential guest count from 100 to 50. We are expecting to pay for everything ourselves, but I do think we have some generous family and friends who might help, but I don't want to expect or assume that. So how did you all save? We have some money in savings, but that's our emergency fund. We're trying really hard to cut back on eating out, going out, etc. But honestly, saving enough for a wedding and honeymoon. We want to go immediately after to Italy. Sounds overwhelming even if it is in 2 years. And I don't know if we need to be even more intense about saving edit. I know everyone's saving goals are different. And at the end of the 2 years day, it's about cutting in other areas, but would love to learn tangible tips for what worked for you. Did you go ham on a super strict budget tracker? Just cut corners here and there? Just would love some practical advice.